Hey guys, hey, how are you? How are you? I hope that you had a fantastic um I'm telling you every time I go live and do that. Okay, hold on. I am excited, guys. I'm super excited to see you guys. I know it's been a while, and guess what? I know I'm late. Y'all ain't got to tell me. I already know I'm late. I know that I'm late. I'm sorry. I'm sorry and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm late. But I was enjoying somebody. That was a great segue. The reason why I'm late is because I was enjoying this wonderful content creator. I met this individual, not met, but I came across their channel on TikTok, and I'm going to give them a shout out in a few minutes. But I just want to say happy Sunday. Hopefully, you guys got a chance to do something productive today. I know I did. I enjoyed service. I got a little bit of laundry done. I was supposed to get done yesterday, but I didn't. And I'm here with you guys. And so I know y'all saw the topic. We're gonna be talking about, do men prefer plus size women, and what do men prefer as far as size and all that. We're going to talk about all of that. But before we get into that, I do want to talk about this content creator. His name is Zico. Let me make sure I'm saying this correctly. Zisco, Zico, Zixco. I'm getting ready to put his page up. I want you to guys go and follow this young man. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute, okay? Hold on one second. Let me just put up his page right quick. This is his page. Hold on. I don't know why it's not going up. There was an issue. Try it again. Okay, try it again. All right. I'll try it again. Hold on, guys. Hey, Scorp, I sent nothing but love your way because you deserve it. Okay, here you go, right here. This him right here, Zixco. Please, 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 please go and support this young man. Let me tell you about this young man. When I tell you he is wise before his years, and when y'all go and follow him, maybe catch one of his lives and tell him that Queen, put my government names, Clayleen sent us over here. This man is wise before his years. When I tell you he has helped me tremendously with some understanding, he has helped me tremendously with some understanding. He's a young gentleman in Nigeria. And what he does is he talks about various conversations, but he primarily helps individuals that are in relationships with individuals from Nigeria. And he helps us to better understand the culture, or to better understand things that may happen in a relationship that we don't understand. You know, he helps people from abroad help deal with their relationships. And I know y'all saying, I know you're saying, Queen, how does young man? When I tell you, he's so prolific. He's able to he's able to he is able. Okay, I don't know who that is. He is able to convey ideals well. He's extremely articulate, extremely full of wisdom. And I told him, I said, you're wise before your years. And he said it is because they teach them, they raise them at an early age to be responsible for the whole family, to provide for the whole family. So, you know, they basically got to be grown at an early age. However, the culture, there can be a culture barrier when we're dealing with these individuals, these significant others in our life. And he explained so much to me, and stuff just started clicking, like, oh, okay, that's why. But his whole makeup is just, he's one of those people that will just keep you engaged in it. He's like, nah, and I hated that I had to lead the live, but you know, we got things to do over here. You know what I'm saying? But he keeps you engaged in the show. And another attribute that I like about this individual is that he pulls his own weight. He works, and he has said that explicitly on his channel. He doesn't wait around for nobody to give him. He takes, you know, I believe he has a fiance, but you know, he's the breadwinner. He doesn't believe in taking money from women and all of that stuff, and scamming and all of that stuff. He works a regular job, and then he does what he does on TikTok. And then he has like 17,000 followers already. And he's just extremely knowledgeable he does it in an tactful way, in a very informative way. So please, 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 please. I told him I was gonna give him a shout out on my channel. I said hopefully my 1,000 subs will follow you. We got 17,000. And just show him some love, because he's working really hard to provide for himself, as he should, as we all do. But he's just truly an inspiration. I'm telling you, he really is. So he really made an impact, and so I told him I was gonna give a shout out. So go support, okay? His name is Zixco on TikTok. Okay, all right. Okay, guys, let's get right into it. Scorp, I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderful time Sunday. I don't know what you have planned to do, but I hope that the favor of the Lord rests upon you all day long, because you deserve it. You deserve it. Okay. Now let's talk about the subject matter at hand, and that is, and of course, you know, I got me a little bit of notes and stuff. What do men prefer? You had a good day. That's awesome. Great. That is awesome. What do men prefer? Does size matter? Before we get into the psyche of men and try to understand them, which they are really complex. They say men say that women are complex. Honey, I come to tell you, they are extremely complex. Oh, hold on one second, y'all. Sorry. Excuse me, y'all. They are extremely complex. First thing I want to do is lay the foundation. Okay, I see now I'm gonna have to put my phone on, because clearly the first thing we have to do is lay the foundation. Okay, when we're talking about what do men prefer and all of this stuff, before you get off into that, and sometimes when we get in these relationships, these fresh, brand new relationships, we be wondering, thank you. We be wondering, do he like me for real? Do he like how I look? You know, you wondering about your presentation and all of that stuff and all that. As women, we do that. I don't care how strong, and I don't care how much self-esteem you do. You know, you wondering if your dude really attracted to you, really checking you out. You know what I'm saying? And we can just about tell if a man is into us or if they not into us. Okay. Women can tell that. I don't care what you say, baby. Yeah, I love you, no, but your actions ain't saying that. Okay. But before we even get off into that, we have to address things that are going on internally with our own self. Before we become concerned about how somebody else feel about us or feel about our body and all that good stuff, we have to understand that we need to be okay with our own self, with our own body. Because if you're not okay with your own self, it's going to show. It's going to show in your conversation, how you describe yourself, your actions. It's going to show. Right. And if you don't love yourself, how you expect somebody else to love you or treat you right? Okay. You understand what I'm saying? You may not even know somebody is treating you wrong because you don't treat yourself right. And you would accept any kind of treatment, right? Because you have not tapped into your self-value and your self-awareness. Okay. So the first thing you need to be understanding is knowing who you are. You know what I'm saying? How you fit in to life and in society. You need to be knowing that, having confidence within yourself, and knowing that you are okay just the way that you are. I'm saying that tentatively, because we're going to circle back around to that, because some things we make excuses for that we can do better. Okay. All right. But the laying the foundation is you need to have self-awareness, who you are, what you can bring to the table realistically. Okay. And this is not about doubting yourself or who you are. It's just that you need to understand who you are for real. I am a plus size woman. I love myself. I think that I am beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I think that I am attractive. You know, so when you enter into these new relationships, you come with that energy. And one thing I will tell you for sure, men love confident women. They love confident women. They love confident women. When you come in with that swag and you come in with that confidence, you coming in with that fit, you ain't walking around looking like somebody coming off the farm, a prairie woman. Men love confident. They love confident women. It's something about a confident woman that just turn men on. They love it. You know what I'm saying? So don't walk with your head down. So you have to have that self-awareness, who you are. Know who you are, what you're doing in life, where you're going, where your trajectory is. Know what you're doing. Okay? Because men love confident women. You said I'm here multitasking. It's okay. Just thank you for supporting the show. I appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the show. Self-awareness, knowing who you are. Don't be all scatterbrained. You enter into these relationships, you don't know how to conduct yourself properly in these relationships. You dumping everything on this man. You boohoo crying, talking about what you don't like. I don't like this by myself. I don't like that. That's unattractive. Now they will kind of stop and try to encourage you, but after a while, that gets taxing and tired for them. They want somebody that's sure of themselves, right? That's what men are looking for. Self-awareness, knowing who you are. Don't seem so desperate, right? Because when you give that off, when you give that energy off of I'm just so desperate, I'm just so glad I got you. You know what I'm saying? That tends to take away from the quality of the relationship, because sometimes men, they begin to treat you any old kind of way after that. She desperate. I can do what I want to do. She ain't going nowhere. She just happy to have me. You know, that type of energy. And we don't want that type of energy, right? You want to seem sure. You want to seem solid. You know, you want him to know I'm gonna be good. I love you, and I want to walk through life, walking this journey with you. But you also want them to understand that if you decide you want to bounce, I'm still gonna be okay. I'm still gonna be okay. And I'm laying this foundation because we are going to go get into the topic of size. The size matter. So now you know who you are. You have this self-assurance. You have this self-awareness. You know who you are. Okay. The next thing you need to be doing is self-care. Self-care is different than self-esteem. Self-care is different than self-esteem. I know I'm somebody, you can't knock me down. All of that is good. But then you just as baddie in your mind. You just as baddie in your mind. You can't make rational decisions. You flip flop. One day you mad at him, one day you happy. Hot cold. He don't know what he gonna get on a minute by minute basis. Be sound. Have some self-care. Go fix yourself. Go work on yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Go challenge. Work on yourself. Don't enter into no relationship broken. That's the worst thing that you can do, because every little thing that man do, he may have a misstep and say it's gonna tear you up and it's gonna break you down. You ain't gonna be able to handle it. I say, if you got some issues going on, some mental health issues going on, don't enter into no brand new relationship. You're not prepared to handle it. Don't do that. Okay. Get yourself some help. Get some self-care. Fix yourself. You know, be honest with yourself. Be accountable with yourself. Get some therapy before you enter into these new relationships. Guys, I'm going to drop the link. I always forget to do that. I am going to drop the link just in case by chance you may want to add something to the conversation. That's cool. If not, enjoy the show. Okay. Let me put it in here first. I'm so sorry that I didn't do it initially. Okay. See, did I do this right? Okay, there you go. Some self-care, get some therapy. You know what I'm saying? And then try to enter a relationship. Take your time. And this is tying into the topic. Take your time when you're choosing to be in a relationship with somebody and vet them. Do you hear what I say? Do y'all hear what I say? Take some time and vet these people before you decide you want to enter into a relationship with them. That's one thing that we don't do as women. Somebody show up and they talk to us real nice and they do this and they do that. And they say, you know, can I call you? Yeah. And they say, you know, y'all go together. No, take some time and vet these people, because some of us are making the wrong decision quickly because it was a quick decision. We're making the wrong decision because it was a quick decision. And it can have a lifetime of residual heartache and trauma behind that, because you done made the wrong decision. They seem nice in the beginning. Okay, they seem nice. Did they seem rational? Did they seem consistent? Did they seem loyal? Did they seem considerate? Did they seem that they would compromise with you? Did they seem nice? You know what I'm saying? These type of things you need to be asking before you jump into these relationships, because it may bite you in the end. Did you ask all the right questions in the beginning of the relationship? Now, one thing I was telling y'all about the content creator Zico on TikTok, he was like, Americans ask too many questions. Yeah, because we want to know. Information is power. I want to know what you into, what you're not into. I'm not finna get into no relationship and get my feelings caught up and find out you ain't into what I'm into. That's horrible. That's frustrating. That builds resentment, right? So you want to communicate and understand the person before you dive into a relationship with them, okay? And then you get whole before you get in there. So self-care. Now we move into self-esteem. Have some self-esteem about yourself. Feel good about yourself. And this is going to tie into the topic. Feel good about yourself and your body. These last couple of weeks, I've been doing fasting, intermittent fasting, because I don't like my body. Now, that's not, oh, Queen, you beautiful just the way you are. Queen, you beautiful, you beautiful. I know that. But however, I want to look good in my clothes. For me, I want to look good. I want to get rid of this fupa that keep on peeking out of my shirts. I don't want that. So I have to take accountability and do some physical health and take care of myself. Right? I want to look good on my husband's arm the way that I want to look. Now, this is not coming against plus size individuals. I'm plus size. However, I'm not going to live in a fantasy world and call it apple or orange. We're not doing that. And a lot of women, we do that. And you wonder why, you walk through life with low self-esteem. People down on me because of this, down on me. First of all, and I'm just going to make it a spade. And this ain't coming against nobody plus size. I am plus size. I'm in the community. I got the ticket. I'm on the boat. You understand what I'm saying? But we have this thing as sisters. We'll push you, girl. You okay? You fine. Girl, don't let that get you down. 10, 15 years, you saying this to the same person. It's not good on your back. It ain't good on your lungs. It ain't good on your side. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you're not beautiful. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, let's be realistic. Some of us are carrying way too much weight. Now, did I say the queen? I am for every woman, every shape, and every size. I'm talking to myself first. When it becomes a health issue, and I know some plus size women that are perfectly fine and they are healthy because they're at a healthy weight and the doctor says they're healthy. That's fine. What I'm talking about is you got sis who can barely make it up the stairs and y'all still telling her she okay like that. That's not, don't gaslight people like that. Don't gaslight people like that. It's not healthy. In 2026, we need to be having some accountability. And I'm not shaming nobody or anything like that. But when you can't, please don't have no kids in the room. This is not no kid. I put no kids for the settings. This ain't no kid show. Okay. Don't have no kids in the room. This ain't no kid show tonight. Okay. And I'm finna keep it a buck, sis. And let's just be real. Ain't nothing wrong with you, being chunky, whatever it is. Do you? But I'm saying when it becomes a health issue, that's something that you need to be looking at. When it becomes an intimacy issue, that's something that you need to come to he like me just the way that you are. That's because he's telling you that. But when he got to lift you up every single time, when you can't lift yourself up on top of him every single time, when you ain't got no stamina every single time, it's going to cause an issue down the road. Oh, I want y'all to be real with me. See, we don't like these type of conversations, but it's the truth. He loved me. Yeah, he loves you. He does love you. And he married you just the way that you are. But honey, when it's time to perform, you need to be able to perform. Oh, sis, you don't like to hear this. Y'all don't like to hear this, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Now you got some people, they just in love and they doing their thing. They don't care that they got to do that. They don't care to do. I'm more a little bit more self-conscious than that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit more realistic than that. I know what I get. I know what I'm married to. I know what's going on. And I know how I need to be. Can I carry myself in those type of situations? I absolutely can. But I know I can carry myself better. I can have a little bit more agility. So how do we get there? You understand what I'm saying? It's about accountability. And I'm speaking this into my sister's life because we have a community that's gonna push you, girl. You fine, you this, you that. And the sis is walking literally on the sides of her feet because she's so heavy. And I'm not against no plus size people. I'm plus size. So I can tell you because I feel the heaviness on my knees. I feel the weight on the side of I feel the back pain. I feel it. So we have to move better. Now, when it comes to the interest of does size matter? When it comes to the likes of men, no. The reason why I say no, because at the end of the day, men like what they like. Men are attracted to what they are attracted to because men are primarily mostly visual. Now, you have some men who will fall in love with a girl because they have been with them. They have rolled with them through the hard times. They were very essential with them in their rough times, and they just simply fell in love with them. That don't mean that they necessarily attracted to you. Come on, let's get into it. You got some men that have fallen head over heels in love with you, but they ain't necessarily attracted to you 100%. But they love what you have done for them in their lives. They love the impact that you have made in their lives, but they ain't really attracted to you. That opens a door for cheating. That opens a door for dishonesty and resentment. He don't touch me like I want to be touched. He don't look at me straight in my eye. My husband ain't getting it, ain't hitting it on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? He only touched this part of my body. There's a loss of attraction somewhere. Just keeping it a buck. If you can't look me in my face and you can't grab my behind sometime, you can't do this, you can't do that. No, let me tell you one of the ways you know a man is attracted to you, okay? A couple of ways, just two ways. The intimacy. How intimate are you guys? Is he just bending you over like a baboon and stroking you? Or is he laying up against you and cuddling you and got his head in your neck? And is he snuggling up in your bosom? Is he grabbing your love handles? Is he patting you on the back? What is he? That's intimacy. Is he laying on your lap? That's intimacy. He's attracted to you. He wants to touch your body. He wants to be close to you. But if he's just bending you over, talking about, okay, babe, good night, I gotta go to work. Is he bending you over and walking out the door? If he's not giving you sweet talk, he's just like manhandling you, bending you over, and all of this stuff. If he's not directing you, telling you to do this and do that, and I want to see this, he's not attracted to you. He just want to perform the act and go head on. I know what I'm talking about. Your husband ain't sexting you, ain't sending you no text messages, ain't telling you, hey, send me this, send me that. You know what I'm saying? Or he's not flirting with you. He's not attracted to you. That's the reality of the thing that we all have to come to the conclusion of. Okay, you in a situation where that's happening and y'all married and I love him. What do? You have that hard conversation. Babe, I notice you don't do this. Why don't you do this? Why don't you touch me like this? Why is it a space in between this and that? How come we don't this? Are you attracted to me? Babe, yes, I'm attracted to you. What are you talking about? This and that, this, they will go, but you ain't acting like it. And that's gonna be a problem. You understand what I'm saying? There's nothing worse than being in a marriage with someone who is not attracted to you. Y'all living like the 50s. He in one bed, you in the bed, he on the couch. He come and get his plate and eat his food. He go to sleep every now and then. Y'all hook up. No. Because men, they like to be active like that. So if he ain't getting it from you, he getting it from somewhere else. Nah, that's just a spade, a spade. And let me tell you something. I'm not ever gonna be in a situation where we ain't addressing this and ain't nothing happening. That ain't gonna never happen. It's gonna come a time where we gonna make a decision, or somebody leaving. You understand? There should be intimacy. Men like what they like. There are tons of men out here that love plus size women. They love them. You got people out here who absolutely prefer plus size women. They do. And then you got some men who are repulsed by plus size women. They prefer slim women. That's your thing. I asked my husband when we first met, when we were first getting to know each other, I'm like, hey, I'm a plus size woman. Have you ever been with a plus size woman? I ain't talking about no relationship. Have you ever been physical with a plus size woman? He's like, why? Is it something? Is it I say, it's a difference. And he went on to explain himself, and he's like, I don't see no problem. He's like, don't have no preference. You'll meet those type of men. You know what I'm saying? You will. But then you'll meet some men who are very specific into what they want. Those are the questions that you need to be asking. Because it's going to tell you, it's going to give you information on, should I proceed? Should I proceed? You understand what I'm saying? I'm not being in no dry, sexless marriage. I'm just not. You understand what I'm saying? It's very important. Intimacy is a very important part of the relationship. So you have to ask yourself that question. You know what I'm saying? If they just always taking you out to dinner, well, I can say because I don't believe in premarital sex. I don't. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I'm just proving a point, for those who may be in a relationship. If they are just taking you out to dinner and they're not holding your hand, or they, well, sometimes men just want companionship, and they'll go, now this gonna sound harsh, but sometimes people, they will just deal with you for companionship, and then they'll go find a stripper, or they'll go find a lady of the night to service their physical needs, because they are attracted to a certain brand of people, a certain type of woman. You know what I'm saying? And it can go both ways. I remember a couple of years back, I did a documentary called Big Love, and I interviewed a man he's with a woman that's plus size. And I admonish you to go find that documentary. It's part 1, and he's the last interview on the video, the very last one. He was talking about his wife, who was a plus size. She's a plus size, beautiful woman. This woman is beautiful. She's always keeping herself together. She's a beautiful woman. And he was saying he don't understand why men shy away from plus size women. Man, I wish I could just download the video and show y'all the video. But I should have did that before I came on here. But he was saying he don't understand why men don't prefer plus size women. Now, his wife got a degree, very successful. I mean, but she's always sharp to the gods. You know what I'm saying? He loves his wife. He just fell in love with her. They both was in college together, and he fell in love with her. He said, and I don't consider her weight. He's like, I don't care nothing about her weight. I think she's beautiful, and he loves her. He loves her. He has since lost weight since then, and it doesn't phase him. I mean, just listening and watching him and talking to him, you can see how in love he was over his wife. And that's a telltale sign. If your man is proud to display you and show you off publicly, he is into you. because he wants everybody to know this is my wife. When he go to talk about hiding you and babe, don't put my picture on social media and I'm just a private person and all that stuff. He don't want nobody to know that he is linked to you. And I don't care what nobody say. That's exactly what it is. Because what? Because why? What are we worried about? What are you worried about? What's going to do you harm? If you are in a relationship, in a marriage with this woman or this man, your significant other, why can't other people know about it? That's a red flag. That's what you need to be. He's not really that into me. He's embarrassed of me. And I don't care what nobody say. I don't want to hear Queen. Maybe he's just a private person. I don't want to hear that because we are proud and we show off what we love. Whether it's a woman, a car, some new weed, some new shoes, jewelry, whatever. In our culture, we shows it off. You understand what I'm saying? I call a spade, and I don't play no games. Though, and I will watch and observe, and I'm like, that's a red flag, and I'm just checking it off the list because eventually it's gonna be I'm gonna have to walk away. You're not going to be in a relationship with me and be ashamed of me at the same time. You and I'm going to say this: you and women, we need to value, and that's on my list. Self-value. You need to value yourself a little bit more. You're not going to reap the benefits of being with me and how I am and how I sow into your life and how I encourage you and how I'm consistent, how I'm faithful and how I'm loyal, and then turn around and be embarrassed of me at the same time. That's not going to fly. I mean that. So we have to pride ourselves a little bit better and watch the red flags. You understand what I'm saying? Watch the red flags. If he's only coming over at night to see you, that's a red flag. If she only calls you at a certain time, that's a red flag. If you hear all the time, I'm a private person. I don't really go out a lot because, babe, come on, let's go to the club or whatever. I don't go to clubs, but let's go to church. Let's go to this conference, babe. I don't like to go out. Let's just stay home. He don't want to be outside with you. She don't want to be outside with you. Okay, it's about having enough energy and enough esteem for yourself to say, hey, no, I don't live my life like that. I live my life out loud. Or maybe you're a homebody. Okay, let's just stay home. But all the time, he never referenced you as his wife. He never referenced you as his girlfriend. He never referenced the relationship as a whole. That's a problem. Nobody knows about you. None of the important people in his life knows about you. That's a problem. So you need to have that conversation. Are you with me for real, or are you just reaping the benefits of being around me? Are you committed to me? Are you attracted to me? Because if you're not, then we need to have a conversation. Okay. The next thing I wrote down was, I just got past watching this the signals. Be able to validate your own self. Don't look for validation from your significant other. Know that you're pretty in that dress when you put it on and you look in that mirror and say, I'm gorgeous. Don't wait on nobody to tell you that you're pretty and you're gorgeous. If he don't acknowledge a subtle change, like your new hairstyle or your new dress or something like that, if he's not giving you compliments and stuff, that's a problem. You understand? Because what somebody else won't do, somebody else will. When that starts to happen continually over and over again, don't let it prolong. Don't let it keep going. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it go on and on and on and on. Address it at the door before you get too attached in the situation, before your feelings get entangled in the situation. Now you in a relationship with somebody, they don't they don't find you attractive, but your feelings is caught up in it and you don't know how to get out of it. Don't wait for somebody to validate you. If you gotta wait for him to say something or you gotta bring it to his attention, then no. We as women, I feel like we stay too long in relationships, period. Well, except for me. I am notorious I'm notorious for just like what do you call that? Bluntly, not bluntly, but just spontaneously ending stuff. Because when I have had enough of a situation, I just spontaneously end it because it's like, what? What are we doing? I have done that. I walked away from a whole marriage. You understand what I'm saying? My first marriage, I walked away from it because it was too much. I can only take so much. And then once I get tired, it's like, oh no, And when it gets to a situation to where you are being disrespected, when your feelings are not being not being considered, when it is starting to devalue you, or it is changing who you are, or you're starting to second guess yourself, it is time to go. Ladies, are you hearing me? Men too, are you hearing me? It is time to go. When you start second guessing who you are because of how this person is treating you, it is time to go. And that's on everything. And that's for everybody. Because what you want to do, somebody else will. You understand what I'm saying? It's about valuing yourself and believing in who you are. That's why I started off with know who you are. Know who you are. Don't let no man tell you, you know what I'm saying, you too big for me. Then why did you even approach me if that was going to be an issue? Sometimes men will gaslight you just to see what they want to do with you, and then they will discard you. No, you're not going to play with me like that. That's why I said know who you are. And then women, don't just take any old thing. Know what you want. Know what you want. Get what you want, not the first thing that come along, not the first thing that gives you flowers, not the first thing that pays you a compliment. Know what you want. Bag what you want. Don't, this is like going to a grocery store. You want some tomatoes, you got a whole bag full of potatoes. No, that's not what we're supposed to be doing. Know what you want in a relationship and who you want and the type of person that you want. You don't want nobody that looking at you talking about, you know, every other day, you know, you can lose 20 pounds. I know that. I don't want to. I don't want to. Now, if it's a health issue, you should be wanting to. If your husband come to you and I'm gonna give you an appropriate way, it should be, you know, approach to you. If your husband is saying, babe, I notice sometimes, you know, when we're having sex, you know, it becomes difficult. And babe, I just want you to kind of pick your energy up. And I want to know, do you want me to go in the gym with you? Should we get on a food regimen together? Because I want us to win. I want us to really enjoy each other. That's the way you come to a person. And then y'all in a marriage. You understand what I'm saying? But if this is just a boyfriend and you notice that, you know, he looking at you this dang, you know, oh my God, look at your stomach. There go the door. There go the door. And another thing that I don't like is when you do sit down and have these hard conversations with your significant other, and you asking them questions and they being dishonest. Yeah, babe, there's nothing wrong with you. I love you, whether you big or whether you small. And you know that's not the case. You have to make a sound decision. Am I going to continue on with this delusion? Am I going to continue on with this fantasy? Are you going to continue on while you sit here watching your man flirt with somebody? What he really want? and you sitting over in the corner eating a cupcake. No, honey, no. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. I'm finna go. I'm getting ready to go. Because I value myself a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? The audacity. I was told you don't know how blessed you are. What do you mean? I don't know how blessed I am despite of what? Despite of what? My looks, my size, my status. Despite of what? I'm blessed to have what? Somebody who don't value me? No, you don't know how blessed you are. You don't know the grace that God is extending you. You hear what I say? So know who you are. Don't settle for less. Men prefer what they prefer. They like what they like. A lot of times you will see couples and you'll be like, how did they get? I wonder how they got together. Because society says they shouldn't belong together. But we can't tell who to love what or who. We can't tell people that. People are attracted to what they are attracted to. And initially, yeah, sometimes it is, oftentimes it's how you present yourself. It's a look. I don't care. I'm plus size. I know I'm plus size. But I'm a woman and I know how to attract. They know I'm plus size, but they can't figure out, and they can't figure out why they so attracted to me. They may not be attracted to plus size women, but you gonna be attracted to me. And some men, they don't get it. They don't understand why. I had somebody tell me years ago, I don't know why I am drawn to you. It's the law of attraction. It's how you carry yourself. It's your demeanor. Don't let your weight stop you from bagging your dream man or getting your dream man. Understand the person that you're married to and who you're with. I want him to hold me like this. I want him to look at me like this. I want him to hold my hand like this. I want him to flip me. I want him to throw me up in the air. Well, he can't do it in that state that you in right now, sis. And I love you. I love you to death. But he can't do it that way. You want to have fun and you want to play. You want to play real hard in the bedroom. Okay, you're gonna have to come up off some of that weight. That's just the truth. That is just the truth. And I'm telling you that I can tell my own self that. Let's be real. With all of this estrogen and all of this actual energy that I possess, you have to understand that some things physically just can't happen. You got to come up off the weight, sis. If you want him to deal with you in such a way, in a manner. And this ain't about a pill. This is just about logistics. You want to play hard? And it's some women that say, Queen, I don't know what you're talking about, honey. I can lift it, I can throw it, I can bounce it, and I know you can. But we need to walk into reality. It's a lot of men who prefer big women, and they will pick you up and throw you in the ceiling and do all of this stuff because they attracted to you. But don't come in here with no low stamina talking about this and that and all that. Fix that. I'm preaching to the choir. Fix it. Don't get so used to your mate, to your man, to your husband that you think he just supposed to take any old thing because y'all been together for 50 years. Surprise him, baby. Tone up. I'm calling a spade tonight. I'm calling a spade tonight. We as women, we need to be appealing to our husbands. As husbands, you need to be appealing to your wives. Listen, don't get 20 years in, 30 years in, and then start letting yourself go. And you wonder where the spice at. It's in the nacho dip that you keep on eating. That whole half of chicken that you just inhaled. And then you turning the TV off because Beyonce done came across the screen and your husband can't take his eyes off the screen. And you're getting upset and you're getting mad and all this crazy stuff. Come on now. let's be realistic. You know what I'm saying? Men are visual. Women, we are tied to our emotions. We are attracted to a man who nurture us. My husband, he got the way he got me was through nurturing and being consistent and being transparent. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's attractive, you know, but I told him I wish you had some type of scar or something to because it's just too much. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much. But I fell in love, no cap, for real, for real. I felt not because of how he looked. That was just a cherry on the top. But I fell in love with how consistent he was with me and how nurturing and attentive he paid attention. If I said, I want you, I need you to call me sometimes nighttime, my time, because I missed that nighttime conversation with you. Even though it could be 3 o'clock in the morning, he will make an effort to try to call me nighttime, my time. After all of the adversities that he goes through, to network may go down, the signaling may go, the phone, may break up phone. You know what I'm saying? He still finds a way to reach out to me every single day and talk to me throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? And he will make a way because he knows how important that communication is for me. I simply adore that. I'm told I don't care if you've been missing all your front teeth. I'm in love with you on the inside, not the aesthetic. That is the cherry on the, that's the cherry. That's a plus. You know what I'm saying? That's how I fell in love with my husband. You have those type of relationships where people they just fall in love with who you are. You know what I'm saying? Who you are. But there is a physicality component to that relationship, guys. Let's just be real. There's a physicality. There is an attraction there. And it will kill me to think that my husband wasn't attracted to me. I said kill me, but I will be devastated. I will be hurt to know that my husband is not attracted. Okay, so then what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Because that's it. It ain't going to be no extra person, no side person, because that would be the end of everything. If you with somebody and you married to them, or you in a long time and you're not attracted to them, that's a major problem. And that's a discussion that we need to be having. Because you ain't gonna string me along. I would never string him along. If I'm not attracted to you, there has to be a point in the relationship where there is intimacy. You can't get around it. You got a lot of people that were pressured into marriages, or she may have gotten pregnant and y'all done got married, and the dude not even really into you, and you wonder why he don't look at you like that. And he got these long nights. He got to work over the weekend. He's starting not to come home. Now you can't. Now he goes to you. He not responding to your text. He is engaged in something else. I want to. Y'all please, let's just tell the truth. I don't care what nobody say. If a dude is into you, honey, you ain't gonna be able to get him off of you. If he's into you, baby, he gonna want to be talking to you. He gonna be wanting to conversate with you. He gonna be want to know where you at. He's gonna take out time to make you a priority. If your husband or your man is not taking out time to make you a priority, something else has his attention. I'm telling the truth, and I don't y'all please. Maybe that's not it. Maybe he's just working. Maybe that no. We are human beings. We have this human nature. And whatever we into, we are into it. We dive right on in. If I don't want to be bothered with you, I'm not going to be bothered with you. That's just a fact. If I'm not into you, then you going to know it. If you barely talking to your husband, he ain't never video calling you. Y'all ain't never FaceTiming. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your significant other. Or it could be your husband. Y'all in separate rooms all day long. When he get off of work, he fall asleep on the couch. He's rarely in the bed because I'm just so tired, babe. I just slept on the couch. And you doing that 4 or 5 times a night, a week. Something is not right. He is not into you. He don't want to be close to you. He don't want to be in proximity to you. He's not attracted to your body. He has lost interest. That's the truth. And so then a conversation is going to need to be had. I'm not the type of woman, maybe you guys are, but I'm not the type of woman to keep on hanging around and I'm constantly being rejected. That ain't me at all. Because I'm too old for that. And I know my self-worth. Again, we go back to that self-worth, that self-value. You sticking around, oh, he gonna change one day. He ain't changing. Because guess what? You getting older, he getting older. When I tell you, and take this to the bank, my sisters and my brothers, men want what they want all day, every day. Men want what they want. And if they ain't wanting you, you gonna know it. They not gonna be around. They ain't gonna be hanging around. They not gonna respond to you. There will be no intimacy because they want what they want. They don't want to see you. They don't want to see your body. They don't want to touch you. They don't want to feel you. They don't want to kiss you. They don't want to do anything physical with you because they're not attracted to you. That's the hard conversation that you need to be having. And then once you figure that out, then you need to move accordingly. I know I will. I know I do. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because people can only lie to you for so much and for so long. Because they say one thing and do another. Those are things that you need to be watching and looking out within your significant other. As a woman, we know when our man is attracted to us and when they're not attracted to us. Baby, ain't nothing wrong with your size, but you never you never touch me. You never slap me on my hiney when I'm cooking food for you. You never pay me a compliment. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. If your exchanges with your significant other is always transactional and it's you know, mm-mm. I'm just calling in to check in on you. How you doing? You all right? All right. Be blessed. Where's the spice? Where's the heat? Where's the flirtation? I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. For me, you only got so long. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. Tick, 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 tick. The clock is ticking. Do you hear me? And then it's gonna be a maybe this ain't what we maybe we misjudged. Maybe we got into this thing too quick. Maybe we need to take a step back. You understand what I'm saying? Those type of conversations we gonna have. Because who's sitting up in a dry marriage, in a dry relationship? Not me. So you should want more for yourself. Know your appetite. Know what level of affection you want as a plus size woman, a slender woman, whatever. Don't and I hate when women do this. Don't don't scale down your needs because at least he with me. Look at me, I'm plus size. At least he with me. Don't scale down who you are. Just because you're plus size, that don't mean that you don't want a touch, a grab, a pull, a kiss, a hug. No, you're here now. He's made the choice. She's made the choice to be with you. Okay, then act like you want to be with me. Don't just take that. Don't just take that. You did. Don't just take that that mediocrity. Don't give him no pass with, you know what I'm saying? You don't flirt with me. You don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? No. Don't take it. It's not worth it. Because you'll find that God will see you somebody who gonna be 100% into you. And when you get with these individuals, you will see the difference. And you're like, man, I wasted all that time with you. I know you here, Scorp. I see you. I see you, Scorp. You wasted all of that energy and that time with somebody. And it affects your esteem. It affects who you are. It affects how you look at your own self. You know what I'm saying? You may be in a bad relationship, a verbally abusive relationship, and it'll make you second guess who you are. Well, he right. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. He right. No. It's the way you do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what you signed up with. You knew who I was when you approached me. Okay, now what? We here. We here. And then if you decide, you know what, maybe I misjudged this thing. Let me tell you one thing that I can respect. I can respect honesty. Say you get in a relationship and you be like, I tried, but guess what? I don't think it's gonna work out. Or I see a different thing for us. Or you know what? I got into the situation too hasty. I love you, but this is not necessarily what I want right now. You know what? I can respect the heck out of that. And I'll be like, you know what? Okay, this is gonna hurt really bad, but I totally understand because I don't believe in holding people or being with people that don't want to be with me. That's just how I am. I don't stay. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I know I'm not wanted. I don't stay. That's just how because I've never had a problem with getting men. I ain't never had a problem in that area. You know what I'm saying? And even if I do like be alone or whatever, I'm still not gonna have a problem because the worst thing is being in a relationship and the other person don't want you no more. That's the worst. That's the worst right there. Somebody, hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. That's the worst. Being in a relationship and they don't like you, they resent you. Y'all start playing all of these type of games and stuff. Because now the relationship is over. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just is coexisting together. And the consistency stops, the calls stop, you know what I'm saying? Or him coming home on time from work stops. Now he got to go and chill with the dude, his boys every day, or he got to make a stop every time he come home because he's dreading walking through the door. That's when it's time to go. I'm sorry. And I know as Christians, we don't necessarily believe in divorce, but that's why you got to marry somebody that's like-minded. You know what I'm saying? This is phrase that say unequally yoked. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say ask questions and have conversations because marriage is a serious thing. We not really supposed to be divorcing. You know what I'm saying? But we divorce on account of abuse, and emotional and verbal abuse is a reason why. And it will be the reason why I will be leaving. If I was in that situation. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm 49 years old. I don't believe in staying in nothing crazy. Inconsistent and all that, just so women don't stay like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Love yourself a little bit more. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? It's just that person is not into you, but that doesn't mean that something is wrong with you. Do you understand what I'm saying? They just not attracted to that. You may be with somebody, you're not attracted to him. That don't mean something is wrong with him. It just means he's not a good fit for you. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I mean, you ugly or horrible or whatever. But let's get off into self-care. Let's get off into self-care for a minute and truth. And let's just tell the truth. We as individuals have to be honest with ourselves. If you coming to bed every night in a toe-up t-shirt, you ain't bathing, you done cook fried fish, flour everywhere, hair all over your head, that man don't want to see that every night. That woman don't want you coming home and getting in the bed smelling like car oil every night. And you wonder why she ain't doing her wifely duties. Nigga, you stink. If you take care of home and do what you're supposed to do at home, if you go get in the tub, maybe I will. And the same goes for women. Keep yourself up. The way that you got him is the way that you keep him and improve on it. Improve on it. I'm constantly trying to make some type of improvement. I want to keep my husband into me. If he should ever bring up an issue and saying something that he don't like, well, how can I change this? Because I care about what I want to be, what he's into. I want to keep my husband intrigued, and our situation is a little bit different because he's on the other side of the world. It could be a woman, and there are some beautiful women in Africa. You understand? There's some gorgeous men here in America. One thing about it, one thing I can say about my husband, every time I see him, and every time my eyes hit his face, he's always groomed. He's immaculate. I try now. This last time he called me, he FaceTimed me. Not last right. What day was that? That had to be a Friday, I think. Was it a Friday? Saturday? Thursday? Is it Thursday? I don't know. He FaceTimed me, and I was getting my hair. I had just took my hair down. And honey, when I tell you I wasn't expecting it because I had just got done corresponding with him, and then he FaceTimed me, and my hair was all over my head. I had this hat on, this goofy looking, these glasses, and I'm like, oh, I was melting on the inside because he had seen me looking horrible, and I don't never want my husband to see me out of place. You know what I'm saying? And so he was like, babe, your glasses and your hat, they look nice. I'm like, he just being nice. I'm like, stop lying. I mean, you just being nice. I looked at like somebody had set me down on the corner. And I'm like, Lord, I don't ever want to look like that again. You understand? I don't want to be that disheveled in front of him again. You know, because I know what I got and I love him, and I want him to always see me put together. You know, now that sometimes he'll say, babe, please, because when I used to be really particular about that, he'd be like, babe, we are past that. We are past that. He said, babe, you think when we be in the house together and we're walking around and we're gonna have on our wigs and stuff? I'm like, no, but still, we ain't got to that phase yet. You gotta be realistic. Just because y'all been married for a long time, that don't mean you start letting yourself go. Because again, I tell you, men are attracted to what they are attracted to. Don't never let your man lose interest in, you know, he don't. What did my husband say? Don't never let your beauty fade. You figure because you got him, oh, I done bagged him now you can start letting yourself go. No, that ain't what you do. Because it's gonna be somebody on the job, somebody at the truck stop, somebody at the church or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna catch his eye. And then he gonna be wondering, why how come my wife don't look like that? And the same goes for men. Men, keep yourself up. Be enticing. Because you got these YNs, they call them YNs now. You got these YNs, they coming, baby girl, they don't care that you married. It's a content creator right now. I didn't even know he was in Michigan. He be telling women, they be texting him, I got a husband, you know, in the comments, and he be telling women, I don't care about your husband. Come on. They don't care at all. As human beings, I'm going to say this as realistically as possible. As human beings, we are attracted to what we are attracted to. As human beings, there are endorphins that other human beings release, chemicals that makes us naturally attracted to them. You know, as a man, you can't get mad at your husband for looking, because men gonna look. They're gonna look. Now, will they? Some men conduct themselves a little bit better around them wives and stuff. Yeah. Then they man, they're like, oh my God, it's a gorgeous woman. They'll never tell you that. Or as well, women may say, oh my God, there's a gorgeous man. That's a gorgeous man. But you ain't gonna tell your husband that. You know what I'm saying? But we are attracted to, as human beings, we are attracted to what we are attracted to. All I'm saying is this: keep their attraction, keep their interest. You know, switch it up on them. You know, don't be looking the same all the time. Every time they call you, I'm tired. You always tired. That's discouraging. That's discouraging. Even if you do feel tired, get some energy, pep yourself up, be enticing, be unpredictable, be spontaneous, be flirty, keep his interest. Don't keep it the same. I told y'all about this mother told me, she said, baby, I never give it to my husband the same way. I said, and y'all been together for how many years? Over decades? How do you do that? How do you do that? She said, I never give it to him the same. I'm like, whoa, how do you do that? How do you do that? I want to know. How do you do that? But it keeps the interest. It keeps because now he's in expectation and in anticipation to get home. Because I don't know what trick she gonna pull out. You know what I'm saying? And I can attest. I can attest. Honey, my husband my ex-husband, rather, I should say. My ex-husband didn't know what kind of bag I was coming out of. You didn't know what was gonna happen when he got home. How I was gonna be looking, what I had on, what he was. You didn't know, because that's just me. You know, don't be dull, dry conversation. Be playful. I'm playful. You know, I ain't shy. I ain't shy at all. Do you hear me? I ain't shy at all. So I just want to encourage you guys. Encourage you guys. You know what I'm saying? Be better. Let's be better individuals for each other. Have some accountability. Know your self-worth. Know your self-value when you get in this relationship. Don't let no man or no woman discourage you or talk down to you or embarrass you in front of your dead friends. You know, y'all sitting there at dinner, he talking about something. Girl, you know you don't need that fried chicken. What you mean I don't need this fried chicken? And if you felt like that, why are you telling me in front of everybody else? That man don't care about your feelings. He don't care about you. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you, Squirt. Don't do that. Don't make fun of your mate and embarrass your mate in public like that. Everybody laughing at them because of what you done said. That should not be. You sit down in the private of your home and talk to them. You know what, babe? I think you need to pay a little bit more attention to this. I ain't really feeling this. You know, I want to love you at the highest capacity, and this is kind of holding me back. Can you change this? That's how you do that. I love you, baby. But I think we can do a better job at this. That's how you talk to your mate. But you don't wait until you all get into public and embarrass her or embarrass him because of the aesthetics. That ain't what you with him for then. You understand what I'm saying? Do that make sense? You know, or it could go the other way. Don't sit there and let your mate talk about herself down like that. Child, I don't even know why I'm eating this extra. I don't need it. Baby, go on and eat it. I love you. And then talk to her in private. If you're not feeling good about your body, then what can we do? You want to work out? You want to walk with me? What you want to do? I just want you to feel good about yourself. That's how you do it. But you don't sit up there talking about girl show, do put that shit. No, that ain't what you do. You don't let your mate down herself. You lift them up. Because it sends a signal to her or him that, oh, he really do love me. He really is here for the right reasons. Be supportive. My husband is supportive. I was telling him about, you know, he had sent me a video about this intermittent fasting and stuff like that, which I had already said I wanted to get into. And I had been working out and stuff like that. He said, well, babe, have you ever tried this? He said, maybe you want to consider this. I'm like, let me see it. You know, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, you know, this may work. And it actually did. It actually did work. I poked my finger, guys. Y'all see that? I poked my finger with a toothpick. And now it's all hurting and stuff. It hurt. And so he sent me the video and I'm looking, he's like, you think you can do that? I'm like, yeah, I think I can. And every little subtle change, he's like, babe, Even if I change my hair or something and I put one of the thousands pictures that I got on social media, he'll text me, say, you really starting to look good. Not starting, but he'll say, you looking good these days. Or he'll say, oh, you're so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? He noticed those changes. Or if I lose some weight, babe, I can tell you're losing weight. He's very encouraging. Or he'll just say, he'll flat out say, hey, why are you saying that about your body? Or I said, I don't like how my stomach looks. I want to do this. Not that I'm an ugly woman or putting myself down, but the fact that I just want to feel and look better in my clothes. He'll be like, don't body shame yourself. Why do you do that? I don't care if you're big or small. He's quick to say that, but it's the translation and it's the he's not totally understanding what I'm saying, but he go right into protective mode. Don't do that. I told you, babe, why do you keep saying that? I don't like when you do that. Don't say that anymore. He's really quick to say that to reassure me that I love you just the way that you are. That's what you want in a relationship. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want no, I swear these lights keep flickering and flickering. You don't want somebody that's gonna laugh at the people that's laughing at you. No, you don't want that. You laugh with the people that's making jokes, you laughing the hardest. You got to go immediately. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure your dude is into what he's into when he's with you. Make sure your woman is into you. Into what he say he into. He say he into plus size. He don't care. And this is a joke, but especially around tax season. Okay, I promise you, I don't know why these lights is flickering like this. Oh, that could be the TV. Never mind. Around tax season, you know what I'm saying? Oh Lord, I should say that it's gonna come off wrong, but I'm just saying, they with you because you about to get that money. Be realistic. I want you guys to be realistic. And I'm almost done. But when your man's attracted to you and when he ain't attracted to you. If he patting you on the head, if he patting you on the head all the time, I love you like you a puppy. Get out of here. If he's patting the upstairs and not the downstairs all the time, girl, you know I love you. No, I'm not. You gonna touch me the way I need to be touched as a woman. You gonna deal with me like I'm supposed to be dealt with as a woman, or you finna get out of here. I don't care. Do you hear me? Do y'all you hear me? I ain't living like that. You gonna deal with me the way I need to be dealt with, or we out, or it's over. You hear me? But baby, I love you. You gonna love more than me. You gonna love my upstairs, my downstairs. You gonna love all of it, not just my character. You gonna love more than that, or you getting up out of here. And I mean that. I don't care how many sweet words you say. I don't care how many poems you say. I don't care how many prayers you say. If we can't get down like we need to be getting down in the bedroom, it's over. That's me all day long. And I don't care. I'm plus size. I'm dark skinned with a gap in my tooth. But guess what? I got confidence like a mug. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I will rock this thing by myself if I have to. But I refuse to be with a whole person and they never touch you. They ain't never flirting with you. They ain't never playing with you. Bro, sis, you out of here. What did Trump say? You out of here. You're fired. Because you think I'm with somebody just to have a pleasant time? No. It's time to get down. Do you understand what I'm saying? Ain't nobody playing with, I'm not playing with nobody. I ain't stupid. I'm not stupid, Squirt. I'm telling the truth. Come on. You think I get married and have a dry marriage? No, who's doing that? Not me. Not me, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I keep seeing something flicker. That's why I don't know. I hope that light bulb ain't about to go out. But you have to think about those things. Don't settle. And this is for men and women. Don't settle. You are entitled to intimacy. You are entitled to spicy nights. You are entitled to love. You are entitled to flirting. You are entitled to affect. You said I'm dry now. You know that for sure, Scorp. You know that for sure. Whoo, you know that for sure, Scorp. Y'all better get into technology. You know that for sure. Hmm. A dry marriage. He's never flirting you. He's never sending you a naughty text. He's never, no, we're not doing that. That's that. Don't get so caught up in the monotony, the routine of life, or going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home. You got a whole human being that has agreed to walk through life with you, and you can't meet their request. That's another thing. That's another thing. That's another thing. That's another thing in life. You understand? There has to be compromise. You into this and she into that. She bring that to you and you, no, I ain't doing that. Why not? Why not? This person signed up to be with you forever. Through the good and the bad. Your bad days, your ugly days, they put up with it. You should not be denying your husband or your wife anything. If it's outside of the will of God, okay. But I'm saying you should not be denying your husband, your wife anything. They come to you, baby. I want to try this. Okay, let's try it. Again, if what you won't do, somebody else will. They're gonna try it, master it. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling the truth up in here. What you won't do, somebody else will do. And you should not be denying your husband. The Bible says that your body belongs to him and his body belongs to you. You should not, there should never come a time, unless you are sick, where you denying your husband intimacy or relations. You don't get mad and talking about the store closed. Okay, well, guess what? It's 10 stores down the street that's open 24 hours. I don't care if we is mad, we still gonna be coming together. That's the quickest way to end relationships. And when you start denying people, telling people what you ain't gonna do with them. What do you mean? I don't understand that. What do you mean? What do you mean? I bring something to your attention and you tell it, you shut it down. No. And then you don't want to do absolutely nothing with them anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping a spade a spade. He not holding your hand. He not taking you out to dinner, or she not cooking you dinner. She's not putting on negligees. Do you bring something to it? They don't want to do that. They not into you. They're not into you. They don't want you physically. I'm telling the truth. Some of us after this show, and people who catch it on the replay, you need to be having a hard conversation with your mate. If they are not being intimate with you, they're not flirting with you, they're not physically touching you, they're not snuggling up to you, they sleeping on the couch in the other room, blaming it on you, this and that. They don't want to be around you in your clothes. They not attracted to you. It could be a physicality thing. It could be because they mad at you or got the wrong attitude or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They not into you, and a conversation need to be had. Because then my next question gonna be, well, let's see about how we can get this divorce. Don't never become too, and this is for men and women. Don't never become so desperate that you're willing to stay with somebody and you're not getting your needs met. At least I'm with them. No, it's gonna have to be a little bit more for me. How long you gonna wait? Like I said, the clock is ticking. Tick, 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 tick. How long you gonna wait? Tick, 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 tick. No. He gonna change. How long? Tick, 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 tick. He gonna get better. How long? Tick, tick, tick. He gonna show me some intimacy. How long are you willing to wait? Forever? Not me. That goes back to knowing who you are, self-worth. You know how to your tolerance level. Women have higher tolerance than men. You don't satisfy a man, they ask you maybe 1-2 times, then they somewhere in somebody hotel. If they, and I ain't saying all men, because you got some good old say. Thank you for support the channel. $CLAYLIG. You got some good old say men that they not cheating on their wife. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying there, you got some men, you keep on denying, no, I don't want to do that tonight. Okay, they're gonna ask you one couple more times. Next thing you know, they in somebody Motel 6, the Red Roof Inn, getting it in. And then they'll come back home and go to sleep on you. You understand what I'm saying? Men prefer what they want. However, they're not willing to put up with challenging behaviors. Do that make sense? Let me see if I can better explain myself. They're not willing to put up with things that irritate them a lot. They may be sitting there coexisting with you, but they are engaging fully with someone wholly other than you. So when the situation, when the relationship becomes tense and you guys are always arguing and you guys are always fighting and the intimacy has gone, he doesn't flirt with you anymore. He's not playful with you anymore. He's still that way, but he may be doing it with somebody else. Because now he looks at you as an irritant. Do that make sense? Right? And historically, when we look back, we see our mothers and their grandmothers, they lived in those type of relationships for 50 years. They slept in separate rooms, but they never would get that divorce. You mean tell me you gonna sit with somebody for 50 years because y'all married in misery? If I keep on coming to you, and this is how I am, I'm sorry. If I keep on coming to you with the same old thing, baby, can we do this? I want to do this. I got to keep coming to you and asking you as your wife, as your husband, baby, can we do this? I want to try this. And you keep shooting me down on everything. You don't never want to be flirting. You don't never want to be intimate with me. You don't never want to be playful with me. I gotta go. I'm sorry. We have some deal breakers in life. Like we have to, like some people, your deal breaker may not be my deal breaker. Some people may deal with that. Like, marriage is better. Sex is not the only thing about marriage. It's not. It's not. It's about the priority and how crucial it is for you. It's about how you look at it. That makes sense, y'all, what I'm trying to say? It's about what priority or what value you give it. To me, sex is up here. God and your spirituality is here. You see that? Your consistency is right here. Your affection and nurturing. And then sex is the next thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's got to be. For me. You don't never make me feel like you want me. You don't never make me feel like you into me. How is that supposed to make me feel as your wife? How is that supposed to motivate me to be faithful to you or motivate me to be loyal to you? When you never touch me, you never send me a message, I love you, I'm thinking about you, or I need you, I want you. You never tell me that, you know what I'm saying? I just supposed to be here? No, it's a maybe you need to find somebody else that's gonna better suit you, because I clearly ain't it. And it ain't about your size. I don't want women. Some of us, we do that when we break up. Oh, he didn't like me because I was plus size. It was something about you that drew you to him. It's got to be a little bit something more about that. Because I'm going to tell you, men don't really grab, unless they're trying to get your money, men don't really gravitate or approach nobody that they ain't attracted to. Because it's always that visual thing, that physical thing that kind of, attracts men to women. So he came to you because he firstly was attracted to you. However, once they got in the relationship, things went left. Or maybe it's a character, maybe it's how you live, your lifestyle, whatever it is. But don't have the takeaway of, oh, he didn't like me because I was plus size. If he didn't like you because you was plus size, then he would have never approached you. He would have never approached you in the first place. So that's not it. I don't want our sisters thinking that. I don't want our bros thinking that. You know what I'm saying? Because generally, for me, if I'm not attracted to you like that, I'm going to be respectful, but I'm not going to engage in a relationship. Why would I do that? Because I know I'm not taking it to the next level with you because I'm not attracted to you. And that's how most men think too. Men don't sit up and have no conversation with you and approach you just to be friends with you. And I don't care. I don't come talking about men can be friends. Yeah, they can. They can, but they're not going out their way to approach you like that. And they want to have a one-on-one close time with you, conversation, date time with you, and not want to take it to the next physical level with you. I know y'all know that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. So let's just keep it real and understand that, don't have in your mind all of a sudden, oh, he don't want my body. If he didn't want your body, honey, y'all would have never even be together. Because he wouldn't have came on you. You know what I'm saying? Now, sometimes, as women, we get with these guys and we begin to have children by these men, and then our body starts to look different than what it was when we got with these dudes initially. That's a different story. And if you notice your husband pulling away from you after you have children, it could be because you have gained a little weight, but that ain't on you. That's on y'all collectively together to have a conversation. Hey, I know my body is changing. You know what I'm saying? I notice you have not been intimate with me, or ain't no spice. Is it something that I need to do? Because at this point, you guys sign up to be together with each other forever. And if it's something that you need to do or something, babe, well, the weight did kind of take me surprise. I didn't think you was going to gain that much. I love my child, but maybe we can work together, in the gym together. That's how you do that. But to pull away and stop being intimate with your mate and all that stuff, that's wrong. That's wrong. And then when we reach a certain age, women tend to have a tendency to lose weight at a slower rate because our metabolism is going down. We're losing estrogen. We're losing things that cause us to lose weight quickly. So it takes us a minute. But when you notice that withdrawal, that pullback, immediately start asking questions in the right way. Immediately start asking questions, because honey, that can be a problem. I'm telling you right now, when the intimacy is gone, when the physicality is gone, honey, you walking around ready to fight. Why you not dealing with me like this? Why you not handling me like this? What's the problem? Those are the questions that need to be asking, that you need to be asking. Don't just walk around and this man, you got a dry marriage. No, we're not doing that. Figure out what the heck is going on and fix it. Oh, what is this saying? Oh, okay. I'm just being real with you guys. A lot of times it's a tough conversation that people don't want to have. You know what I'm saying? When you see it and you see it and you notice it, but you don't say nothing about it. And you just I love him. We've been together for 20 years. That don't mean that the spice gotta die. That don't mean that the spice gotta die. That don't mean that the bedroom got to cool down. Do you hear what I say? No, that does not mean that at all. What is your problem? There's something going on mentally. Now, I know sometimes mentally, we go through some things and it does take effect on your affection and how you are with your mate. Sometimes that happens. Your mind maybe, but after a while, honey, I'm going to need you to snap out of it. I'm going to need you to snap out of it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna because when you need that connection, excuse me, you need that connection. Women need that nurturing, that consistency. They need that text. They need that flirtation. We need that. It lets us know that you're still into us. It's not fair. You know what I'm saying? And I know, after a while, you've been together for so long, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just pretty much know each other, but keep it playful. Be spontaneous. You know what I'm saying? Bring some flowers home. Or make a compliment, babe. I saw you in that dress the other day. I really loved how you looked in that dress. I really loved how you looked in that dress. Let me tell you what happens. When you stop not paying attention to your girl or your dude, social media is a heck of a drug. I'll tell you that right now. They have these content creators out there. They are flirtatious with your wife, with your husband. They are paying them all type of compliments because they want them to cash app them. They want them to send them gifts. They want them to send them money, and they having a whole relationship online, emotionally. They ain't studying you because you don't drop the ball, and they sending all type of good morning texts and you know what I'm saying. And make sure you pay attention. Make sure you get on the live today. You know what I'm saying? Please, y'all here. Y'all separate. He engaged in the game and you engaged in on social media somewhere. No, that's not how y'all supposed to be. That's not how y'all supposed to be. Don't make nothing a priority over your wife, over your husband. Don't get caught up in so much in what you're doing. People, don't get caught up in so much in what you're doing that you're now becoming passively neglectful. Spend some time with your wife. Spend some time with your husband. Let your spouse know I'm still into you. Make some sacrifices. Cancel some things to pay attention to them. You give everything and everybody else your attention but them. And that's why they think, oh, he don't like me because I done gained weight. Oh, he ain't attracted to me no more and all this crazy stuff. You majoring in the minor. Y'all self-sabotaging your own marriage. If you don't like the way your wife is looking, if you don't like the way your husband is looking, encourage you all go to the gym together, work out together, get in there and work it out in the bedroom. You can lose weight like that. But we turn our affections and our time. Time is a great signal. Time is an important signal. Time is an important signal to your spouse, to your significant other. How you spend your time tells a lot about an individual. I'm an observer. I sit back and I watch. You can say what you want to say, but I sit back and I watch what you do. And a lot of times, people, they think they can run the okey doke on you. They think you're naive and stupid. But I tell you this, watch what that person do with their time. It's going to tell you how they really feel about you. If they're not carving out time for you throughout their day or in a day, they ain't really interested. They don't think you to be a priority. If they can't spend 5 minutes and checking in with you to see how you doing, they ain't feeling you for real, for real. If you can't get nothing out of them because they always busy or they always got some type of project going on inside the house, y'all both in the house and y'all ain't never spending no time together, y'all ain't talking, something is wrong. The attraction, the allure, the interest has been lost. And you got to find out how to re-engage. Or we're going to be having another conversation. Because if you ain't into me and you don't want me, and nothing that I do makes you want me, then I gotta go. That's a hard conversation, but it needs to be had. How long is a person? How long are you willing to be ignored and neglected? How long? Are you willing to do that? How long are you willing to live like that? Well, I love him. At least he here. Ain't nothing out here in these streets. So no, are you walking around sad and depressed, your head down, because ain't nobody giving you no sunshine. Ain't nobody shining on you. Ain't nobody doting on you. Ain't nobody flourishing you and nurturing you or watering you. Nobody's pouring into you. Because they don't lost interest. They don't lost attraction. And you just walking around moping and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't never together. Y'all don't never make out no time for each other. Like, no, that sucks. That sucks. Next thing you know, babe, what you doing? Oh, I'm in here on the phone talking. So I'm watching this live. I'm watching this guy on YouTube. I'm watching this guy. He doing a show every night. You the number one. You a moderator. You know. You got a whole emotional relationship with somebody online because your dude ain't paying attention to you in the house. It's happening right now. It is happening right now on YouTube right now. You got people that are in love with content creators. And they will never meet these people. They will never be in the same room with these people. But they done fell in love because they feel like don't nobody want me. Don't nobody love me. That world of delusion. Here you got a husband in the house with you, a wife in the house with you, but you in love with something online because they showing you attention some kind of way. Or you in love with your job. You always got to be there. You sign up for the overtime when you know you need to be at home doing some overtime with your wife. I'll do it. You mean you gonna do the whole 90 hours? Yeah, I'll do it because you don't want to be at home no more. Am I telling the truth, squirt? A whole relationship online. It's sad. That ain't gonna be me. I promise you. That is not gonna be me. Do you understand what I'm saying? The very second. Oh God, the very second, because something has to give. Do you hear what I say? So I just want to say, and it all ties in, and I'm almost done. It all ties in to the subject matter. People want what they want. This, whether man or woman, people want what they want. Size does not matter. It doesn't matter what men. It doesn't matter what men prefer because they're gonna choose what they prefer anyway. They're gonna be with what they want anyway. And if they with you and don't want you, time will tell. If they with you and they ain't attracted to you, time will tell. And then I'm gonna need you to boss up and do what you need to do. You hear me? You understand what I'm saying? So be encouraged. Understand that you are uniquely made just the way that you are. There's nothing wrong with how God created you. You understand what I'm saying? And understand that there's somebody out there that's gonna want you just the way that you are. Be realistic with yourself and see what you can maximize to accentuate your beauty. To, you know what I'm saying, be the best version of yourself. That's all you can do. And if they like it, good. If they don't, that's fine too. But just be your best. Presentation is everything. First impressions are everything. The first thing that happens is the law of attraction. You are physically and visually, emotionally attracted to them. You understand what I'm saying? It's the basics. It's the things that we just need to hold true and real. You understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? He just ain't into you. You just not into him for whatever reason. But it has nothing to do with the individual itself. Maybe it's the presentation. Maybe what's going on in a relationship. It could be other variables than how you look. You know what I'm saying? So keep all of that in mind. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. I have. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Thank you for supporting the show. Those that come in under the replay, thank you for watching the show. Hopefully it was good to you. I encourage you to go back and watch my past lives. I've been having some really good past lives that's going to inspire you. I'm still focused. I'm still inspired about that's what's going to transpire this year. I can't wait to share what is going to happen this year. I can't wait, but I'm keeping it under wraps because I want to make sure I do my due diligence. Also, I'm going to share this again. I shared it at the beginning of the show. This guy right here, Zico, Zixco, he is on TikTok. Go and follow him and tell him when he's live. Go and tell him that Queen the Queen, or you can mention my name because I think he just knows my name. Go and tell him that I sent you over there. He is fantastic. I mean, he drops so much wisdom and knowledge. Go and support, guys. Okay, go support his channel on TikTok. He has a channel on YouTube, but I don't think it's active. But for sure, over on this channel right here, go and support. Okay. All right, guys, do something nice to somebody. If it's nothing but say hello, say a silent prayer for somebody. If it's nothing but, giving them a warm smile, because guess what? You reap what you sow. It's going to come back to you tenfold. It's your Queen Clayleen saying, be great. Bye-bye.